So show us what you're doing here, Tiki Joe.
Oh man, fucking. I don't even know what this is called. I mean, I know it's chiseling, but there's got to be a term for this. Making these little angles in here.
Coping.
Coping? Is that what that is?
No,
That's like a bevel,
no.
I think.
Coping is like what you do to baseboard.
Oh.
What you're doing right now is just some raw dog.
Raw dog in it. Yeah, I'm just kind of guessing. We just go along, we figure it out. I feel like Bob Ross sometimes. Just gonna chisel away these happy little
Just a literal
chips.
haircut.
Just a little fucking Bob Ross over here. Chiseling away my happy little wood chips. Maybe put a little... What does Bob Ross even say? I don't even know.
He's like, put a little glitter in.
Just put a little sparkle in this guy. Hell, that shit. They're like, what the fuck? There's some conspiracy about Bob Ross. He like murders people and he fucking paints the grave sites and shit like that. Everybody's like, yo, that's probably for real. That guy was way too nice to not be killing people. Yeah, take it out. Take it out or something.
So you're basically just carving at it.
Yeah,
and,
man.
But you've already made your lines.
Yeah, I'll when I get this thing sanded like real smooth, just the log, I'll grit it out like I was telling you earlier, and then I'll just kind of start drawing on with the red, and that's kind of like my little sketch, and then I trace the good lines with the black, and then I'll go in at it, and you do like a layer, like how that's like sunk in. I didn't draw the bird and stuff on there, and then sink it, because you know then I wouldn't be there anymore. So I sanded everything down smooth and got ready for the second layer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then started carving at it. I'm on the second layer right now. There'll probably be a third and a fourth layer, which is just sanding smooth and then sinking it down a little bit more with the chisel and making everything a little more straight and symmetrical. And that's pretty much all you gotta do. Keep doing that, and then you can blow torch it if you want, or paint it, or whatever, you know.
So from start to finish, what would you say an average tiki takes?
This will take me 6.5 or 7 hours total, I think. Now, it used to take like 12 hours or, you know, a couple days, but I spread it out. I'll work on it for like 2 hours at a time and just kind of take a break or something. Sometimes, I don't know, I'll fucking sit here all day without taking a break.
Yeah.
So I wake up in the morning and just do it.
Yeah.
And I like it. So.
And how much money do you make off of tiki like this?
This one, I'm going to charge probably like 600 or 700, but I mean, that's super cheap, considering that most places, if you're going to get it, I don't know, I've looked them up online and they're like $900 or $1,200 in my business price.
Really?
I just price it out hourly.
Is there anybody else doing this?
There's a couple of guys doing it right now, but I don't know him personally. I see him on this Facebook group, Brevard Carvers, I think, and they're all good, but nobody does this. They all do like that realistic fucking eagles and bears and shit, which is nuts. I can't do that. But,
Not yet, at least.
I mean, I don't really try to. I posted the ones I did in Indian Atlantic. Those came out really good. It's 2 7-foot in-ground tikis that the guy's like rebuilding this deck, and his whole backyard was all ripped up, and he wanted me to do the tikis at that time. So it's like a 20-foot, 2 20-foot palms that kind of billow out from each other, and he chopped the tops of the trees off, so they're just 20-foot stumps, and I carved 2 7-foot tikis in there, and made about like, I don't know, a pretty good amount on that. I charged like $7.50 a piece. And, which is super, again, like very cheap, dude. Because I drove down to his house, I had to like stay in Melbourne the whole time for like the 4 or 5 days it took me. Stay with Pete Piashbona. Shout out Pete.
Yeah, shout out Pete.
Oh, dude, Pete's fucking solid.
Yeah,
guy.
Pete's a solid dude.
Solid dude.
I caught up with him on the phone.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks ago, and he was down in the Keys. Ironically, I called him right when he went.
Oh,
he hadn't been, I guess, since the wedding.
That was a fun wedding. He's got my thermos or my flask or whatever it is. Not, you know what I mean, the Hydro Flask.
Bring the flask back now, Pete.
He says he lost it, but he said he would buy me a new one. I'm like, dude, I already have one, and I don't need like fucking like 2 of them because that's just clutter. I don't really like clutter. I actually move every couple of years, and I just ditch most of my shit because I'm fucking.
I mean, that's the way to live life, right?
Yeah, travel and experience it. Fucking do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And just be consistently doing whatever you want. Except sometimes I'll have to get, like, when I first moved back here from Hawaii, I fucking got 2 kitchen jobs. I hated one of them. I was constantly getting in arguments with the GM of this one Italian place. He was a fucking, he's a fucking retard is what he was. I think he was doing a bunch of coke too in the bathroom. One of the other line cooks called him out on it, and he didn't really have shit to say about it.
Bunch of skeezies, dude.
He was a wacky dude.
Wacky. Yeah.
I was supposed to be the sous chef there, and then he was like, "Well, don't say anything because we don't really want to hurt this one line cook's feelings." Like, I swear to God, those are almost his exact words. I don't want to hurt this other guy's fucking feeling. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I'm still getting paid, and now I don't have to fucking stress because I was immediately like, after he said something like that to me, I was like, all right, fuck this place.
Yeah.
Fuck the GM telling me the dumb shit. I'm like, I thought we were trying to run a restaurant, not fucking survive. I don't even know what the hell that's dumb shit. What he was thinking.
I've heard the same thing too from bosses before. Like, don't
like, dude,
scare everybody. You're gonna hurt their feelings. And I'm like, what? I thought this was sales.
Yeah, I thought this was a fucking.
I thought this was America. God damn it.
God damn.
They goddamn took our job, Joe. You tell them how they took our job. God damn it. They took that damn.
But yeah, I don't really know that many people that fucking do this. My dad did it for a long time. He was really good. He was like, pretty well known around Melbourne and like pretty much Brevard area. Ah, man.
I mean, it's a thing of beauty, man.
It's pretty dang good.
Now, see, here's the lighting I need right there, Papa.
Yeah, you need some of that lighting.
There you coming, baby.
Get you some of that fluorescent bulb.
There you coming, baby. Back in the hole with you now, Joe. They'll never figure what I'm thinking, like a mystery crook, and I got him stretching out the story like a history book. Me and rap, we go together like a fish and a hook, and you play with that, I show you how plenty of misery look.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I fucking started that song like right when I got into the driveway. I was like, oh, I'm getting out of the car now, and then it turned off, and then I just forgot to listen to it.
I have so many now.
That's good. You gotta keep doing it.
Yeah, it's like art, you know? Like, this is to you is your art, and music to me is my art. Yeah, and I think that both are very lucrative. Because I want to use the Tikis as like a part of the...
Oh, yeah, dude. You gotta
part of the thing. Yeah. I mean, we're all going to do it together because we all came up together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the only way to do it.
I was trying to do a restaurant with Pete, but... I don't know, he didn't want to leave the code, but I also didn't present him with a really good option. Like, I presented him with like an option, and I was like sort of on board with it, but not really, because it was definitely a good spot. But also it would be like fucking like $300,000, and neither of us have any money. So
we'll just get a loan.
Yeah, but it's a lot just to hope it works. But
it will work though.
Not at that location. I stayed like it's at this place European Village, which is like kind of like this little. It's kind of like a strip mall kind of thing, but it's like enclosed within apartment buildings. And on the bottom of every apartment building is like storefront, and it's kind of like a courtyard in the center. The whole thing is like essentially a courtyard, if that makes sense. But I went there like I don't know. Probably like about like 20, 30 times, just pulled in, looked around like 6:30 or like 8, somewhere in between there, just to like check out how many people are actually coming to this fucking place. And it wasn't a lot, except Fridays and Saturdays, and like events are big, but I'm like, you gotta be busy all the fucking time. You can't just be busy like fucking weekends and holidays.
Yep.
So it's like, next.
I love it, brother.
But it was a pretty cool spot. It was like, it's called Moonrise Brewery in European Village.
Mm-hmm.
Full kitchen, pretty big. It was like, it had a walk-in and a freezer, like a walk-in and a walk-in freezer. And everything was real close. It was just laid out a little weird, like there was no flow to the kitchen. You know, I was like, oh, dude, you're gonna have 2 fucking lines, like running lines of travel, like bussers and wait staff coming in to the kitchen, like through the door, through one fucking door, and they're in that same door have to walk right by each other again with like food going out. And I'm like, no. That's another fucking fuck up right there. And there's no real place to put another door, really. I didn't see another option except because the bar was on this like other side of the kitchen's wall, of like the kitchen's far wall, and then on the other side of that is the bar, like the back of the bar. And I mean, I guess you could open it up.
True.
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Do an open kitchen.
That's what everybody's doing now,
Yeah,
is
that's-
opening things up.
Yeah, the only thing, that's right where the dish pit was. However, there was a sink in the way back, but then that disrupts the flow of the kitchen, because just the way it was laid out, it wasn't really that good.
Right.
But although though, if it was an open kitchen, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even think of that until just now. But
Yeah,
that
dude.
would have totally been the way to go.
For shiz.
That would have been sick.
Yeah.
Move the dish pit into the back behind this wall. You can't see it.
100%.
Oh, fuck, that would have been a good idea.
I'm gonna end this video at 11:11. It's
is it?
10:47 right now.
Oh, okay. This is our,
I'm gonna hit some more of this cake.
hit the cake. Can we get a slice of that?
Can I get a slice of cake, please?
This is the start of our YouTube podcast.
Yeah. This is
Today
it. This
old,
is the
the
future.
pilot.
We are the future.
Yeah, episode 1.